The temperature is 41 degrees Fahrenheit. That is 6 degrees Celsius. Coming in with the RE20, going into the Pro-Co mute switch, off into an SSL2 interface, Windows 11 machine, and a Brio webcam. Bandra. 15. I'm getting it. And then you have what? Guns? Maybe? No? Okay, 15. Okay, day 15. Today's day 15. So, what was going on today? Today, a lot of stuff has happened. Look at me. I don't know. Anything different? Let me know in the comments if you see anything different. I don't know if anything's different, but do you notice anything different? I'm blind. Does that make excuse for everything? No, it's not. No, I'm joking here. I mean, well, saying the facts, but yeah, I don't know. Is there anything different? If you know anything different about anything different, then let me know what's different out there. All right? Trying to ask out you out there, over there. Hey, Baju, over there. That one over there. What about you over there? I think it's you over there. Yeah. Anyway, hit me up in the comments because I think you could tell me what's different about different. And you know what I was thinking today? What different topics can I bring to the table? But there's a topic that I think could be merged. Gemini? Hey, Gemini. I'm not. See, I could say that now. Whew. I know. I'm glad I could say that now because before it's like, hey, G. And it'd be like, bloop, bloop. Well, need help? I'm like, shh, quiet. But no, I was talking about Freedom Scientific Tools yesterday. And the reason why I bring this up as a topic to talk about, to intertwine, what do you use, Windows or a phone? You know, it's interesting now, everybody's understanding the foundation today. I was watching the rundown. Shout out to you at the rundown over there. Office Hours Global with David Paskins and Miss Lois Richter. And, of course, we have Mr. Dave Troutman, who's been on the show before. So go check it out. One of the first interviews I've had. He's also in the podcast areas. So if you want to re-listen, that's where you could go find that. And then Sky Gleason was on there, of course. Who am I missing? Miss Tamara. Always amazing to listen to what Miss Tamara has to say. And yeah, so you know, there's all these different tools, and I'll get to the tools in a second. But here, let me just give you a little preview. Okay, think about the Mac. Mac has Mimo Live, checkbox over here, and then on the other side you got Ecamm, right? Okay, you got two things, right? Like, let's see. Right there. Samsung Notes, color, light yellow. Huh? Okay. I wrote it down. Hold up 1 second. Okay. My bad. I was just writing it down. Right? Do you write it down? I could write it down sometimes. And if you're gonna ask me, well, how you're blind, you're visually impaired, I don't know what I am anymore, man. I'm just this dude that's on this video right now in front of you. And yeah, no, I'm kidding. I got some information for you. Yes, I am visually impaired, of course. And these tools, sometimes it's easier to use your phone while you're out and about, perhaps getting your transportation sorted out. In other instances, you may be more prone to using a PC and know really, really well how to use it, so you could find pretty much anything you need. So shopping, getting any other groceries done, or I don't know. The thoughts are endless on a PC, right? I used to be into graphic arts before when I was in high school. Shout out to you, Tomlinson. I see you over there, B. T. See you. So the thing is with the fact of learning graphics back then, learning networking back then, Cisco and CCNA and all of that stuff, you grasp sort of this knowledge piece. But for me, taking a TalkBack using on the phone basically, and then take Windows. Well, on Windows I'm using a screen reader, but it's called JAWS. How do I connect these two? how can I leverage the two where it's not overwhelming? Oh my lord! I mean, learning half of these tools after going blind. I mean, it's overwhelming. Seriously. And some of these disabilities that we all have or may have might be doubled up, tripled up, however you want to call it. I have you could say, I have a couple of disabilities, I suppose, if you want to call it that, the vision loss and MS, right? And having said that, the tools that we use, I have, and I bought my mom an iPhone before she had passed, and she got to use her iPhone, and it was one of those tools where, the brand didn't matter to me. It was where, hey, she's going to enjoy it. She's taking pictures. She's liking to do things. And it brought back joy to her, right? That little iPhone 14 Pro brought back a little bit of joy. And honestly, that's all I was asking for, is a little bit of, hey, you want to have fun with this, Mom? Go ahead. Take a picture or two. Because, I mean, using iPhone 7, and even talking about what could be used previously to post and all of that, like a phone as a webcam. So it's always intertwined between all of these brands. Even when you go to Android, or you go to Samsung, or you go to Pixel, between the Android side. And then you got all these iOS devices and iPads and laptops with Windows on them and Chromebooks, to get even more complicated. But the Windows piece, it's how we learn and how I've learned when I was younger. Now, would I use a Mac? Of course, I would love to. But the reason why I don't have one is just I was prone to using the Windows side because of my software, JAWS, Job Access and Speech, or rather ZoomText Fusion, because it carries JAWS with it. It carries a magnification software that I'm used to. And everyone gathers these workflows, right? So coming back to the phone and coming back to even this channel, I every day have a workflow where I'll finish the video, I'll toss it over to the upload side. It's up in the cloud. I don't know what it does. It's not a cloud like that. The data goes from one place to another. That's what they call it, right? It goes to YouTube. YouTube grabs it. Now I could grab it on my phone and say, hey, yo, this is a 20-minute video. Check this out. Grab the captions. You could now take this video and grab the captions of it. And now, guess what? Gemini. Yeah, remember what we were talking about earlier? Gemini? We're naming it. It gets to grab it, which is a good thing in a way, because, look, you've already made this content. And if you're feeding both pieces of content valid, truthful, useful information, I try to look up my information as best as I can before I talk. Sometimes I might be wrong. You have to correct me. Hey, you misspoke. I have to correct myself. I can't keep putting garbage data out there. Garbage in, garbage out. Famous saying, Mickey Mackage. But it's true. You put in bad audio, you're going to get bad audio out. And why do I give a care about how audio is going to be? So might more than likely will be on the road at this Assistive Technology Industry Association conference. I have to figure out, how am I going to get this audio? How am I going to offload if I have to offload? Do I need to use the Windows side? I need to start thinking that, because I could use a couple PCs and a couple of tools to get things done. Absolutely. But main deal is, you want to be careful. You want to have a workflow that is reliable. So redundancy is important. No matter what platform, iOS, Windows, Android, all of them. So I wanted to bring those topics up, but yeah, if you notice anything different, again, by all means, please, please, please leave a comment down there. Let me know what's different about it. Anything different? No, I'm not seeing nothing different. Everybody keep telling me about something's different, but I don't know what's different. Something not to be different. You tell me. Yeah. Anyway, here I am. It's Thursday. Few plans changed, so I get to relax. It's funny. I get to do these, but I anticipate so much every day that, oh, what am I going to talk about? And then it's like, hey, it's not that critical. They're your fans. Thanks, fans. Keep me cool. I like to be cool with you too. It's cold right now. And that's how I do my intros, by the way. If you check out the intro, right? Why did I do that? That's how I check up on Office Hours Global. And that's another shout out to, maybe I might join tomorrow. So might as well get the gears rolling and get the things moving. I mean, I know I'm not probably 24 love, so I might be a bit louder, which is a better thing for YouTube. But it matters to me. And sometimes talking all this gear talk, it's like, ooh, what's wrong? Where did my head go? Where's your head at? Sorry, where's your head at? Sorry, if anyone knows that song, then shout out. Let me know down there. Anyway, let's see what's. Ooh, 2%. Look at that. Phone, you've been working hard today. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. I better go charge you in a second. Where's that wire at? It's somewhere here. Anyway, before I have to go charge the 2% S22 Ultra. Thank you to the community again. Today is interesting. I had to utilize the medical trips where you're able to go to groceries and stuff. And I was able to get to the said grocery place, and on the way back, oof, a little tricky. We can't find you. What? It's cold out there. Well, I mean, it's not besides being cold, but it's cold, it's late. I want to go home. Go home? Do I have to shell out something I barely have? Maybe I did. However, it worked out. And again, the conversations amongst our community are always so brilliant. On the way leaving, there might have been language barriers, but Gemini, good job. You at least got me somewhere with talking another language. So translation can be very, very versatile, very, very useful. And it wasn't the smoothest experience. You tell me how smooth it is for you. I mean, oh snap! I got to use this language thing. How do I use this thing now? Hey, can you talk in this thing and tell that other person this thing? तने શું ખબર? તું તો કઈ બી કહી શકું. તું કહેશે તો શું કહું? What? I think my AI glitched there. Sorry. Different language, Gujarati. That was me. Yes, I think it's important that we learn our tools. I feel that we have this Gemini thing on the phone. We have it on the PC. Soon you'll have a foundation of Gemini on iOS. Siri will be much smarter. We talked about it briefly, but want to continue to deliberate what really has gone down. And I feel that it's going to impact you in a more of a positive way than a negative. Why I bring this up is even within the past couple of days, talking to friends, some people, hey, I use messages or I send messages with my voice. I'm voiceovering. Oh boy, Apple, you guys are getting sticky over there with that one. You're not that sticky, but it's funny. It's funny. You can't win with these words sometimes, right? Voiceover is saying a commercial like, hey, Sundays, and sorry, I'll stop it. I'll stop. You could do voiceover commercials or whatever. That is voiceover. However, doing screen reader usage with the screen reader named voiceover, kind of slightly different, but still the concept of similarities, or it voices what you want to hear, right? And Siri, in this factor, also can give you an ability. So this is nothing to my friend, but I want to teach other people because he brings a great point up where everyone should understand their devices, how they could help you. I could, in fact, take my phone and get my messages on my computer screen. I know there's a way to turn on the Windows PC thing and get my phone on the screen. Maybe if it's not that laggy, I will give it a go one of these days. We'll try it out. try it out together. Maybe I'll get on a live because I anticipate to do a live soon. I just don't know when, because next month is going to be busy. I can feel it in the air tonight. Oh no, don't say that. It's cold. It's cold. That's what I'm saying. Feel it in the air. It's cold. Anyway, 41 degrees Fahrenheit, 6 degrees Celsius, if you missed out on the temperature calling. And as I say, running it through PC, running through phone is important, because if you only have a phone and that's your main source, learn how to use it for your best abilities to give you what you're missing. PC, same thing. Now, can I not use both? People argue that all the time, is what I hear. Well, I love to use both. I will use all three. I would love to use a Mac computer. Why? It keeps me versatile, keeps the brain juices flowing to learn a couple different things. And there are so many tools, like we just mentioned earlier, Mimo Live, Ecamm. I just read Final Cut Pro. Matter of fact, it's nuts. This is cool. Final, hold on, let me think. Apple Studio package, okay? Check this out. I'm going to put this down in the description, but check this out. $13, all right? What do you get? You get Final Cut. You get Logic. Cool? All right, those are pretty powerful tools. Logic, music stuff more so, audio related, Final Cut, video related. But still, amazing, powerful tools, okay? And accessible. That for us. Somebody sat on your car alarm. Oh, wait, not car alarm. They sat on the remote. But see, they sat on the remote. Anyway, Final Cut. Or maybe there's like, yeah, Final Cut, Logic, yeah, $13, yeah. Anyway, you got those two things. Oh, Lord, I'm trying to think of, you have compressor, Pixamator. Oh, Lord. Yeah, look at this Windows guy struggling over here. I know, man. I know, Courtney. Right? We struggling. Pixamator. Go look up Apple's new deal. $13 package. Okay? Main 2 points I'm trying to bring as Final Cut and Logic. Versus what? Adobe. I didn't realize this. Adobe, really? $69 a month? Holy smokes. But I get it. Profession is profession. I know some of my not old. Jeez, I get caught. He's going to say something. Watch. Come on, say down in the comments if you're going to say it, buddy. Come on, Mitch. I'm kidding. I didn't want to say it that way, but friends like Mitch. Mitch uses Premiere. If you haven't seen, go check out The Last Angry DJ with him and Alexander Knight. They're awesome over there. And Mark Giuliani, who, if you listen to the mic check earlier, he likes using something like I use over here. Good stuff there, Mark. I always admire your architect work and stuff, so thank you always for filling me up with all that knowledge. But coming from these different tools, there is a plethora of tools, and that's where you should maybe consider, right? For me, JAWS and Zoom Text, great tools. That's why I'm stable with where I am. I just haven't invested in a machine in Windows land in a while. That's my problem. I get it. It's not anyone else's problem. However, it's the funding and whatever I have. Later down the road, okay, if I have funding, we'll definitely consider. If I get $700 added up, I mean, I don't know. I don't have any donation pages or anything set up, but if I get that set up, I could technically get closer to getting into the Mac seat, right? And starting up the engine there. Will I leave Windows? No. If everyone else can do it, this guy here, me, I think I could do it. I could learn. I could learn. Can I? Yeah, I could learn. I could learn how to keep one thing stable like a Windows machine like I have now. vMix is great on this side, but I don't have a graphics card that would support it at this point. It's a 6-year-old machine. So when you're making these decisions, okay, well, would you invest in that, this, and then a phone, a camera phone, this phone? Eh? If you're going to go to a conference, how in the world are you going to invest in a microphone? Are you going to invest in a little plug that connects the microphone to the phone? Huh? So many things to think about, right? I think so. Holy smokes. Like, I'm thinking, okay, if I get this thing, that's going to work fine. If I get the other thing, how do I change the volume on this quickly? Wow. That's a lot to think about. But how do you start this? Practice, practice, practice. So this is a call out to anyone that is in watching, friends, family, whatever, that is in the vicinity. Let's figure this out. I want to learn from you. Maybe I'll hit you up in Office Hours Global Discord or something, or we'll look around on Discord. Maybe I'll hit you up on your Discord, because I really want to learn from you. And today I saw Doc Rock. Even he's working. He grabbed him a studio from Mac, and that's why this kind of idea even came about. I went down the Mac lane, but the cost of even software. Windows vMix is the only software I would say that has that I would want to pay for. Pro Tools and all these other things, you could use them in other tools with other things. But let's just say if you're a musician and you're like, hey, well, what tool can I use to record? Or can I have a control surface that I could touch? And the answer to all of these questions is it depends. It depends. Well, it depends because how does the software work? I would like to get Stream Deck hooked up. And for one thing, I reached out to Keychron, for example. It's unfortunate, but it's still great that they reached out in the way they did. And I want to highlight that, as they at least gave empathy to what they observed this channel and information. If I get to work with them in the future, then that'll be great. But points of matter is they were able to understand my needs. And unfortunate part was only that they don't make the keyboard, or not, well, they do make keyboards, excuse me. If it's a custom keyboard, so I was thinking about silent switches, yellow banana switches, as they call them, yellow silent banana switches, to be exact. They are silent switches. So what does that mean? When you're touching them, they're not as audible. Corsair, another great company. They're also owners of, parents of Elgato. I use an Elgato low-profile boom arm, so it's like it has these little things, these metal, like two of these thingies. Right? So it has two of these little metal things. What is this metal thingy? It's a low-profile boom arm. So you have your XLR wire, because I use XLR microphone, and it goes through this little channel, a little square box, like a tiny square box tube thing. And then it weaves into this other square box thing. There's two of them. And then the wire falls from the bottom into the Proco mute switch, off into an SSL2 interface, which is on my desk. Little bitty SSL. Into a Windows 11 machine. Thank you to the opportunity from my past, and still thank you to the opportunity that might be led down for the future. I'm thanking my laptop that you're working for me and you're recording still, and I'm able to do this much. Don't have the best gear, don't have a tip-top, up-to-the-date gear, but I like trying hard at what I do. So if you are considering a Mac, consider it roughly $700, because you want to at least get 1 terabyte to 2 terabyte hard drive in there. You never know when you'll need it. 256 gigs doesn't run that far. I have a 512 gig hard drive here. I had it set to 120 gig hard drive partition. It choked my system out. I couldn't get Zoom updated. I couldn't get JAWS or Freedom Scientific. I couldn't get nothing. I mean nothing updated. So I had to do some magic by calling a friend, because that's how you win $1 million, right? Who wants to be a millionaire? No, no. I had to call my friend, and thank you, friend. I hope you're doing better. Rest in peace to our, yeah, you know what I'm talking about. But I had to reach out to him, and so sometimes I do, as a blind person, have to reach out to somebody that might have to help me with hardware. But could I have done it myself? Of course. I know people that are blind that are hardware technicians and what have you. You could still go get your CompTIA A plus software and hardware. Why? How can you? How? Why? You really want to know? It's education. It's studying. It's studying the book. It's studying and doing practicals. When you do the practical, make it where, okay, you got a wristband thing on. You're making it practical so you could do it yourself. And that's why I want to shine this light of where I've been today and something different, because as a child, or as I grew up in this city, this area, this community, flashing back to my cousins and people graduating at the same time, and my dad just rushing up to take a picture, and stories, and remembering the little shops at the mall, beloved Volusia Mall, grabbing ice cream at the food court. And so little memories and little ideas that jerk by. But those are little ideas that jerk by, that we went through these societal changes of computing. AI is a type of operating system. Okay? That's where we're going. So rather than being afraid, embrace. It is like an operating system, because researching, doing things, make it more manageable, because you have this thing working with you. Can we go back? Probably not too far. Yeah, we could still head back. But how far can we head back? How long can we head back? We could use dial-up internet and telephones and such. And hopefully we won't have to. Let's put it that we don't have to. But it is a known working way of how we communicated. Ham radio works similarly. So a little update, quick update. Classes for the ham radio stuff might carry on next month, okay? This month is quite busy with everything going on, and even the conference that I mentioned, Assistive Technology Industry Association. So I have to see even if that can be feasible for me. Got to find some way out there to Orlando, Florida. But I really want to bring that coverage of any kind to you. So if you have any other thoughts or suggestions, please do let me know down there, because that's how I communicate with you. You could also find me on Discord, of course. And thank you to Mr. Anna. It was a pleasure to be around you this evening. Thank you for everything that you've done for me over the years, and continue to give me pathway of enlightenment. And I always find the connections of the past and the future grow brighter by your storytelling, and reminding me of where I came from and where I'm going. So it was a good pressure point check, microphone check, something like that, to know where I really was today, and where I plan to go. I'm always there for you. I'm always there for all my friends as best as I can. Reach out. Hey, Claude, I haven't stopped thinking about you, man. You may hear this. You may be watching. Miss Sonia, you may be watching it, if anything. But we always want to bring everybody up and lift everybody up. So with that, raise a glass, drink your Coca-Cola. It's good for you. No, I'm kidding. It's probably bad for you, but making excuses for nothing. I like Coca-Cola, especially the vanilla kind. We'll see you soon. Okay, tomorrow's Friday. We'll see where I land. I probably will stay put. Saturday we'll have more friends, and maybe I'll go interview more people, or I'll go talk to the person's schedule, because I have a couple friends out here in the community that I would love to interview. And it's time. It's about time. Maybe it's figuring out how I could do it on the weekends and maybe do it in 4K. Where's she getting it in 4K? Or maybe Sony. Can we talk? Like, just on the side, just friends to friends. Not joking. Well, partially joking. I want to talk because maybe there's something better. I want to always bring the audience better. You guys have some incredible things going on, and today I was watching another video and like A76. Ooh, yeah, that sounds good. But then also I want to know how to use it. And then AI, again, talking about AI all over again. Gemini here, Cloud over there, or FS Companion with JAWS. Having that AI tool, as I told you, Control Shift E is a quick key to know exactly what's on the web page that you're looking at using JAWS. But I will get to some more videos when I am staying put at home. Today was a little running around errand and such that. But don't forget, tell me what's different. What's different about this? Anything's different? Anything different? I don't know. Maybe. Aujo. Namaste. See you tomorrow. Yeah. Peace, love. Take care.